Remember, a defeat does not mean we are defeated. We lost this battle. The America of your dreams is calling for you to get back up. That's the story of America for over 240 years.
I love that. The America of your dreams is waiting for you to get back up. All right, President Biden just addressed the nation for the first time since Donald Trump won the election on Tuesday night, and it was a call for calm and unity. He said the American experiment will endure, we'll make it through, and our institutions will hold as long as we build a community and use all of the avenues available to us in this democracy that we still love and that we still have. He also says this election only reinforces how safe and secure American elections are. So without further ado, I want to break down this speech. I want to tell you what I like about it. I want to tell you some things that bother me, not about Biden, just about this whole situation and how Democrats are very, very safe. We love the norms. Meanwhile, Donald Trump will nuke the norms the first chance he gets. So let's break down this first clip of President Biden saying campaigns are a contest of competing visions and America chose. First, I want you to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and let's jump in.
You know, the struggle for the soul of America since our very founding has always been an ongoing debate and still vital today. I know for some people, it's a time for victory, to state the obvious. For others, it's a time of loss. Campaigns are contests of competing visions. The country chooses one or the other. We accept the choice the country made. I've said many times, you can't love your country only when you win. You can't love your neighbor only when you agree. Something I hope we can do, no matter who you voted for, is see each other not as adversaries, but as fellow Americans. Bring down the temperature. I also hope we can lay to rest the question about the integrity of the American electoral system. It is honest, it is fair, and it is transparent.
Okay, so Biden uses this as an opportunity to reinforce the transparency of our electoral system, and I actually really like that. I also like his call for unity. I hope we can view each other as neighbors and not as enemies, but it also does bother me that Democrats are always playing with kid gloves 10 out of 10 times, and I feel like this is because Biden doesn't want to trigger Trump and doesn't want Trump to come in swinging when he enters the White House, and it just, Donald Trump has free reign to nuke every institution, to erode every single norm, but we love democracy so much that we continue to play by the rules. And something that I think we learned from this election is that there are no rules. To hell with the rules. And over the next 4 years, we might need to pivot from a Biden type figure, which I love Biden. I know people are going to be mad at me for even saying this, but I think we all kind of sense that we need a fighter right now. I mean, we need somebody who can push back on all of this nonsense. We are all yearning for it. In this clip, Joe Biden says the American experiment
It's a story for all of us, not just some of us. The American experiment endures. We're going to be okay, but we need to stay engaged. We need to keep going. And above all, we need to keep the faith. I'm so proud to have worked with all of you. I really mean it. I sincerely mean it.
He is giving an amazing speech, and when he says that we all need to endure, we all need to engage and keep working, I think that is very, very true. We need to build up this community. By the time the midterms come around, I'm hoping that this channel has 1 million subscribers, maybe more, and MeidasTouch has 4, and we can continue to build and push this pro-democracy voice, because right now, everybody is checked out. I can't lie, I checked out yesterday. I don't want to pay attention to politics. I totally get it if you want to take 5 months off, if you want to take a year off, but at some point, as Biden says, we have to engage, because if we don't, then we are ceding ground to MAGA. At some point, we have to engage, even if you need to take a 6-month break.
God bless you all. God bless America. And may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Biden was very sharp today, very good. In this one, he says that Kamala Harris has great character, and he gives some words about her campaign.
For years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world. And that's not hyperbole, that's a fact. We're the people. The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory, and I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris. She's been a partner and a public servant. She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character. She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character, true character. She gave her whole heart and effort, and she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran.
Again, I really like that Biden is executing the peaceful transfer of power, of course, as he always would. He loves the norms. I really like that he praised VP Harris's character, but it just leaves me wondering, would the Republicans have done the same if the roles were reversed? Oh wait, they didn't. They didn't do that for Biden. They didn't do that at all. And also, having a healthy democracy necessitates having an informed populace, and now it feels like we don't have either of those things. We have an unhealthy democracy and an uninformed populace. Maybe I'm just cynical right now, but we have a lot of work to do, y'all. Here's President Biden saying, we're leaving behind the strongest economy in the world. I know people are still hurting, but things are changing rapidly.
You know, we're leaving behind the strongest economy in the world. I know people are still hurting, but things are changing rapidly. Together, we've changed America for the better. Now we have 74 days to finish the term, our term. Let's make every day count. That's the responsibility we have to the American people. You know,
President Biden is absolutely right. We objectively have the strongest economy in the world right now, but obviously people don't feel that, and that directly led to Trump's win. Honestly, people are analyzing all of these reasons Trump won. Somebody said it's trans issues. Somebody said it's wokeness. Honestly, it's the economy. It's inflation. It's as simple as that. People felt inflation hurting their pocketbook, so they voted against the incumbent administration. Incumbents are losing across the globe. It is genuinely as simple as that. And sometimes, you know, we really need to rewire our tactic, because I do want to point out all of the statistics. Our GDP is crushing, the stock market is crushing, inflation is the lowest in the world, other economies are envying our economy and our bounce back. But if people aren't feeling that, then we can't be saying that message, because it doesn't line up with people's lived experiences. So yeah, the Democrats are going to need a rapid pivot back to the working class party. Here is Biden explaining that setbacks are unavoidable.
look, folks, you all know it in your lives. Setbacks are unavoidable, but giving up is unforgivable. Setbacks are unavoidable, but giving up is unforgivable. We all get knocked down. But the measure of our character, as my dad would say, is how quickly we get back up. Remember, a defeat does not mean we are defeated. We lost this battle. The America of your dreams is calling for you to get back up. That's the story of America for over 240 years.
I love that. The America of your dreams is waiting for you to get back up. We need to get up and we need to continue fighting for the America that we want, because Swalwell isn't stopping. Now, I've laid the groundwork throughout this video of saying I think Democrats really need to take the gloves off. I know people are going to get mad at me for that. It's fine. When I say that I think President Biden is an amazing president, but he is kind of the past. He looks like the past, and he is very soft on Republicans. What do you guys think about an approach like this?
One of the candidates in the presidential race, we're talking about bipartisanship out there on the campaign trail, and that was not ultimately what won. So Trump picked up support almost across the board with the working class, with voters of color, with men and women. He closed the gap in blue states. He expanded support in swing states. Republicans just took back the Senate. Did voters hand Trump and the Republican Party a sweeping mandate?
Well, I respect the will of the people, certainly. I'm not going to respect the ill of a weasel in Donald Trump, somebody who doesn't understand that these same voters don't want government-mandated abortions. They don't want a sweep up and roundup of anyone who looks like an immigrant in this country. They don't want us to walk away from our obligation to defend Ukraine. There's a lot we can work on together if he wants to be serious, if he wants to have security at the border and address the workforce crisis and immigration. You're going to find more Democrats than not who want to be there with him. But if he just wants to carry out grievances against his political enemies, he's looking at the tallest fence in the post right now as to the effort that's going to fence in any of his corruption or political grievance campaigns.
Well said from Eric Swalwell. I really like the line, I respect the will of the people. I'm not going to respect the ill of the weasel in Donald Trump, because he is a weasel and we need to be calling that out. If you appreciate this video, if you appreciate what I do, drop a like, subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.